Tell us what's your name and where you've traveled from to be here.
Connie Dominguez from Arizona.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Connie, what would you say deeply inspired you to want to join the WCA event here in Mexico?
It's a trajectory from LMA, where I first saw Tim's timeline, and I said, I've got to do something about this, because this book has been wanting to be written since 2018, and it's 2024. Why am I not publishing the book? That answer was in WCA that I attended then in November of 2024, and Tim repeated that idea, the same idea that gave me the breakthrough here.
Yeah.
So that was even more validation.
Yeah.
And on Friday morning, before we started our first session, I published the book. I signed the final proofs and got an email within 30 minutes, 20 minutes that my book was published.
Beautiful.
So it was marvelous. I was elated and so grateful.
What would you say for you has been the biggest breakthrough that you've had here at the WCA event out in Mexico? What's been the biggest breakthrough for you, Connie?
I think the idea of knowing oneself, really knowing oneself. You know, for a while I kept saying after LMA and even WCA, I can't lie to myself anymore. Well, that's not true. We keep doing it. And the reason I wanted to come to this event was because Tim said he was going to talk about what we could do to kind of cement these things into our lives so we don't backslide. And so what I learned here that will help me do that is what he talked about today, the structure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because getting this book published in almost a year and a half was still messy.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have the structure. But now I do. So the next book, which I already have a contract for, and you know, it's on its way, will be much faster and easier. Everything seems easier now since I signed that proof. Everything seems easier in all my life.
And what's going to be different for you now after this event, Connie? How different is life going to be after you leave the WCA event?
Well, I'm going to put in place some structures.
Yep.
Some things that I will make into habits and patterns that have been kind of casual so far. I completely see the value of doing that, especially looking back on what it took to get the book published, why it took a year and a half, even after I knew why it hadn't been published before, what my resistance was.
Wow.
So changing these into habits, naming them as structures and habits.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And how would you say about the people that you've connected with here at the WCA event? What would you say about the people that you've got to connect with here?
There's, you know, the people are always almost the best part. You know, I mean, it's a combination of what Tim teaches us and what I mean, as I said at WCA in Thailand, we used to in the society talk about win-win, and then somehow it went away 15 or 20 years ago and it was win-lose. And Tim creates this environment where it's win-win again. Everybody here wants everybody to, you know, have their dreams come true. And that feeling of win-win again and truly caring about people, getting what they came for, finding out what they even didn't know they needed to know, and having it make their lives better, it's priceless.
Magical. And what would you say to anybody that's listening to this right now who's thinking of joining the next WCA event? What would you say to someone who's thinking about joining?
Just do it. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. Don't wait. Oh, I forgot to say, the reason that that time chart hit me so much and what I said at the WCA event in Thailand, I've got to get this done because I'm 77 years old. Now I'm 79. So his chart doesn't even go that high. So don't wait. Don't wait. Do it now. You'll be so glad you did.